Hey everyone, welcome back to the 30 Day Sober Challenge with me, Kate. Yay, I've made it 30 days. I was going to post the video yesterday. However, I did want to ensure I remained sober the entire day before I went posting a video, and then thought, oh, well, now I can drink. I mean, not that I would, but I wanted to make sure that I was sober for an entire 30 days. And to verify that, as far as, because I did lose track, I thought I was 30 days sober on July 4th, and it was actually July 5th. This video is being made on July 6th, though, so today is the 31st day, but I'm not probably going to remain sober today. But with that being said, so as you can see, June here, and then that's when I started. I ended up writing this on the calendar on July 4th just to ensure where I was, and this is where I finished out, complete 30 days sober, and this is where we are today. Now, it was a little tiny, and I mean just a tiny bit tempting to drink on the 4th of July. But luckily I wasn't around a big group of people that, like, that's what they were doing. So it was nice to be in a situation where I wasn't really tempted because everybody else was doing it. And I think that helped me succeed in not drinking that day. Although I did already have my mindset set to, I'm sober, I'm practicing sobriety, I'm doing this challenge, so drinking today isn't going to happen. So we've talked about my sleep in the past few videos, and I would say that it's definitely improved. I'm sleeping more consistently from midnight to about 8 a.m. I get up only to use the bathroom, and then it's right back to bed. So the quality of sleep is still really good, and I am very thankful for that. And when we talk about routine, that's something I mentioned in the videos as well. I do want to say that before bed, my routine consists of sleepy time tea. So I do feel that helps me get to bed by 12. So in the first video, I weighed myself just to gauge how much weight I would lose, cutting out all of the calories from the beer. And not only the calories from the beer, but when I would smoke weed, of course, I would get the munchies, and not only that, but just drinking the alcohol sometimes, within a couple of hours, I would just be so hungry. And so I really expected some sort of weight loss, having not drank beer in 30 days or alcohol, and not eating as much as I thought I was eating. I actually gained 3 pounds. Now, granted, I did weigh myself the day after, on the 30th day actually, but the day after 4th of July, and I was fed so well on the 4th of July that I kind of want to say that 3 pounds is from that. I don't know. I really don't want to get on the scale right now to disprove or prove that at this point. It is what it is. And so at the end of the 30 days, essentially I'm going with, I gained 3 pounds. I do want to show everyone that I still have the beverages, adult beverages, in the fridge still. So we've got the little vodka shooter, the 6 Coronas there, and this bottle of pink champagne, which I really want to celebrate with. And so that is all still in there, unopened, of course. And the other day I gave a friend a ride to the dispensary, and they bought me a joint. So I've had a joint sitting around for the past about week and a half, I would say. It was really cool to do a 30-day sober challenge and end up with a bunch of stuff for free. Thank you to everyone who has given me this stuff. I appreciate it. It feels really good to be able to practice the self-discipline, especially when I've got alcohol, beer, weed on hand. And trust me, there have been days where I have wanted to. let's talk about the emotional part of it, because that is something I mentioned in the other videos as well. Emotionally, I do feel a lot more in control. I feel better, but there have been days, and I would say they were very valid days, where my emotions were like, I was not happy. And I was also very tempted to drink or to smoke weed. I didn't want to be in that position and feeling the way that I was. So I think for me, I wanted to drink to get rid of that, to just, okay, goodbye feelings and stuff I don't want to be feeling and shit I don't want to be dealing with. Luckily, again, I had the self-discipline to not do that. I think that what also helped me with that was smoking cigarettes. There have been a few days where I've smoked a lot more cigarettes than I normally smoke. Not too happy about that, but hey, it is what it is. I do feel that the cigarettes helped me cope in place of the alcohol and the weed. But what else helped me cope in a much more healthier manner is the awesome Mindful app on the Apple Watch. That has come in really handy as well. So I'm very thankful for these other things that helped me cope through this. And also just being aware of what I was feeling and really discerning if the situations that had put me into such distress were really worth it. Because here I was upset and wanting to drink. Why? Makes you wonder about your situation and your circumstance. And maybe previously when I was drinking and getting high all the time, I wasn't allowing myself to further think these situations out and really discern whether or not I wanted to be a part of them. And I've come to a very valid conclusion that I do not want to be a part of anything any further that puts me in so much distress that I want to drink or I want to smoke. These are things I want to be doing because I want to be doing them because I'm feeling good or just because I want to, but not because I feel like I need to be doing it to get rid of something I'm feeling or situations I'm going through. There was a day here in the past 2 weeks where I ended up going into the liquor store twice in one day. The first time was simply to buy cigarettes, and the second time was with a friend where they bought a 6-pack. I can't say I was really tempted, to me it was just another store, and I was, there for what I needed and accompanying somebody else on the second trip. So it wasn't like I'm here for alcohol or, tempted to do that. Tempted to buy anything. There was no temptation there with being in the liquor store. And I've been in the liquor store a few times. So again, there was the one day where I was in there twice. The other day I was in there to buy a soda. So there have been times when I've been in the liquor store and not bought liquor and not thought like, oh, I'm in a liquor store. And that feels really good too, that I'm not around it like, I have to do this or, oh my gosh, freaking out or anything of the such. It is what it is, or is what it was. When I smoke weed, my dreams I don't remember them. So with not smoking weed and not drinking as I was, I've definitely been dreaming a lot more. And I love dreaming. I love remembering my dreams because I'm just so curious like that. Like, ooh, what does this mean? So it's neat to have that come back and to have something else to be curious about throughout the day. Like, oh, what did that dream mean? Or whatever the case may be. But just another curiosity for me to play with throughout the day. Were my dreams coming back? Another one of the reasons for the sober challenge was to more or less kind of get my mind back, and how I know it can operate and its capacity. And I must say that after 30 days, I do feel there has been vast improvement in my mind, and I am very thankful for that. So in regards to the sleeping, I know I mentioned it earlier, and that's good. That's doing well. However, upon waking up, I do feel like the past week or so, I've had this slight headache, just very slight, and I've been a little more tired than I prefer to be in the morning. Now, here in Colorado, we have had a ton of wildfires, which obviously result in a lot of smoke. And I don't know if maybe, and I sleep with my window wide open. So I don't know if maybe feeling like that is because, I'm breathing in this smoke all night. But that is something I'm not too fond of, but something that is there right now as well is in the morning I'm still kind of like, and I don't like that. But I'm not like I was before, sluggish throughout the day, non-energetic, forcing myself to have to do stuff. My productivity has really gone up. Overall, it feels very, very good to have completed this 30-day sober challenge. And if I were asked what has been the most helpful in completing this, I would definitely have to say that it's been the fact that I focused on the fact that I can do this, that I don't have to rely on anything. I don't need these things such as alcohol or weed. It's just something I do. But that I can also be sober and that I like myself sober. I mean, I'm sober throughout the day anyway when I do drink and smoke weed. So I definitely like that I had this I can mentality. Along with that I can mentality was me being my own cheerleader as well, was me supporting what I was doing. And again, the fact that I can do it, but really cheering myself on every day, every week, and really kind of boasting about that. Like, I didn't care if people wanted to know. I didn't care what they thought. I'm sober X amount of weeks, or I'm sober X amount of days. And I was very prideful about that. I was my own cheerleader. I built myself up and I did this for me. On my own, I did this. I did talk about rewarding yourself when you're going through a challenge. I can't say that I really went out of my way to reward myself. Again, for me, the rewards, I think, were seeing the results of being sober. So the sobriety in itself were the rewards for me. If we talk about the tracking as well, yes, I tracked it every day. Or every, 2 days I'd catch myself up, but there was a way that I tracked it. Again, I'm still not comfortable to show everyone yet how I tracked that. And maybe I'll get to that point in a different video about a completely different subject. But yes, I did track it. And I do feel that that helped because I could see where I was sober, how long I'd been sober. For me, it was a huge motivator to continue being able to say I'm sober because I could see how long I'd already been sober. So of course, after completing 30 days of being sober, and today being the 31st day or day one of who knows what, a part of me is very tempted to drink, and I'm okay with that, or even smoke this joint, or do both. I don't know quite yet what I'm going to do. I did think about how I would feel, in a sense, jumping right back into, drinking or smoking. And ultimately, I think that I'm not going to give myself shit or overthink something I want to do when I've successfully not done it for 30 days. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do, although I do feel that tonight will probably consist of something. Clearly, I've got plenty to play with. And then there was a point when I was walking the other day, and it's been really hot here in Colorado. And I was walking, and it was just hot. And for a split second, I thought, man, it'd be nice to have a beer, later today, that nice cold beer. It would be so refreshing. And then I remembered, how hot you get when you drink and how hot I already was. And I was like, maybe I don't want to drink. Maybe drinking right now in this hot weather isn't going to feel good physically at all because it would just be so miserably hot. I've also been hesitant to drink because I don't like what it does to my sleep schedule. And waking up and having a little more energy, I know I said I was tired, but after I get going, I'm fine. I'm really not looking forward to feeling like that again either. So I do have these hesitancies. I am hesitant to dive back in. Smoking, I'm not too worried about, aside from the eating, and it does make me very lazy, and I don't want to do shit when I smoke. But I don't know. I was really tempted about half an hour ago to come home and just smoke the joint or have a glass of the champagne, but that's already passed too. And I think, again, going back to what's helped, it was, knowing I can do this. It was being my own cheerleader, but it was also realizing that what I was feeling at the time was going to pass, and that it did pass. All right, so there we have the successful completion of the 30-Day Sober Challenge with me, Kate. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and go ahead and check out some of the other challenges I've done on my YouTube channel, such as my 28-day water-only fast. Yes, only 28 days. The goal was 30. I fell short by 2 days, but still rather fascinating to have completed a 28-day water-only fast. So check out that one if you're interested. Also, a 30-day positive you challenge, where every day you pick a positive aspect about yourself, you write it down, really to help you focus on the good and the great within you. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because as you can see, I really enjoy a good challenge, and I've already got a couple in mind. With that being said, I am very open to others' ideas, so leave any suggestions down in the comments as far as 30-day challenges that you'd be interested in doing, or that you may want to do or would like to see me do. I'm not saying I will do them, but I will be open to, see what everybody's ideas are. My current ideas are a 30-day plank challenge, as well as a 30-day strict low-carb challenge. I can tell you right now, I'm not already fond of this plank challenge. I keep telling myself it's just 30 days. And it is. So anyway, with that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And if you've participated, thank you and great job. Thank you everyone again, and have a great day.